What was your life like before joining the program?
My life before the program was, when in regards to fitness, it was very inconsistent. Doing workouts was almost not a priority. It felt like it could not be. At that time I was working 45 to 50 hours a week in a schedule that went from Wednesdays to Saturdays with 12 hours long every day, starting 6 a.m. all the way down to, let's say, getting home around 7 p.m. And when I got home, it was almost like, how do I fit fitness in at that time? How do I fit fitness in my off days? It just felt like not possible. And I didn't know how to fit it in. I didn't know how to create consistent habits. If I were to do exercise, it would be 1 or 2 times a week.
And what about other aspects of your life? Work, relationships? How did you
In
feel
ter-
about yourself?
yeah, in terms of work, that's a good question. In terms of showing up in work, my work is very physical. On average, I do 15,000 steps a day or more. So when it was work related, I felt like I had no energy after work. When I came home, I was dead. Like I'd be home, ready to watch some movies, and that's it. That was my night. I was really exhausted. That was before, when I felt like there was no energy whatsoever. And then the days I was off and not working, I still felt kind of drained. Sleep wasn't good either. I felt like I had trouble sleeping, winding down. There's a lot more stress at that time as well too, when it came to work and managing and getting priorities done, which is really weird because the responsibilities I had back then were much, much less, much less.
And what about your relationship?
For relationships, at that time, there were definitely opportunities in being more confident, just being more natural, easygoing, and enjoying myself. A lot of good opportunities there that weren't there. I just showed up differently. I just felt, I guess, less confident, less attractive in a bit as well, too.
And how did you feel about yourself, your body, how it looked?
At the back of my mind, I always felt like I wanted to exercise more, that I should be doing something, that it wasn't good enough how I was moving around doing. And I knew I had goals to re-up my fitness. But at the time I felt helpless. I was wondering, I'm like, how do I incorporate fitness with this busy schedule? Like it's already so much. And that impacted work, relationships, that impacted my whole life and mindset. It just like it overshadowed everything in a way that was at the back of my mind. And it made me feel helpless in a way. It made me feel like this is a goal I have, but how do I actually do it and how do I actually get it done?
And what made you decide to work with me?
So we had the chance to actually meet through a mutual connection. And after meeting with you and hearing about your business, your initiative, and what type of focuses you have, I was interested. But what really got me to want to work with you is you seemed very friendly. You earned my trust, and I wanted to work with you because I found you friendly, not intimidating, and I thought at the time I could rely on you, and I needed a coach I could rely on to really change my life. And there was an event at the time in my life where it was a breakthrough in my life where I'm like, I need to change my fitness dramatically. And you were one of the first people that popped up in my head at the time. And I remember I just called you up. You guided me through the whole process, explained everything. You told me about the price, and I'm thinking about it. And on the same day, I'm like, I'm in. I'm in. Sign me up because I want to change my life no matter what. And even if it was a 1 year commitment, I was like, 1 year, wow. I wanted to sign up and I wanted to change my life. Thinking back on it, it was really your dynamic and the trust, the friendliness. I really enjoyed that. I felt like you were somebody that I could relate with. Also, you were knowledgeable, but you were fit. It wasn't like somebody who was all buff and not understanding and not friendly. So I was like, no, scratch that. I really want to work with Amir and see how his program is.
Why you didn't almost join the program?
Yeah, So I thought about this one. 2 points on this one. One of the main ones was the initial price. And when I looked at it, I've never invested in myself to that extent regarding fitness. It was so new and uncomfortable for me. I was like, a year investment? Like, what? When did I ever do something like this regarding fitness? And it wasn't that the price was dramatically high or not worth it at all whatsoever. It was that I was unsure about investing myself when it came to fitness. I said, do I really need this? I called up a few friends. Hey guys, how do you manage your fitness? Have you thought about a coach? They're like, no, man, I just go to the gym. And I'm like, that is not going to change my life. That is not a massive action. I don't want to be just some guy that goes to the gym. I want to literally change every aspect of my life when it comes to fitness, whether it's nutrition, sleep, posture is a huge one I've felt helpless about for years. So I thought about that. I did my research and I came back. I'm like, it's worth it. It looks promising. But the second thing that held me back, I kept telling myself in the back of my head was, I'm not going to have any results. Nothing's going to work. Even if I have a coach, I'm not going to do the workouts. Even if I have a program, I'm not going to execute. What's the point? Why try? So these were two limitations that came up, two limiting beliefs. And I'm really glad I did sign up. I'm really glad I took the initial investment in months and moving forward, despite the challenges of fitness that I personally had to go through. And yeah, it was really worth it.
So what did you like the most about the program?
What I really liked about the program were a few things I want to mention. There were a lot, but I wanted to go down to a few things. One was the app you used. And what I really liked about how you used it was you created a simplified system to track and see progresses and milestones throughout workouts. For me, it's really important. I see every time I secure and finish a workout. And there was constant checks and milestones and badges for it. And subconsciously, it gave me more momentum. It gave me more confidence. I didn't know at the time, but that was the pattern. Tracking weights and everything was really easy. Tracking my calories, everything was unified in one place. So it got rid of the whole headache where I had to like track everything separately. And how you use that data, you would bring it back to me every week and show me, and you still do this, which is great. I get to see my progress as we get to check in on body fat, on weight, on muscle mass increase, but also workouts and holding me accountable. So that's been really powerful. The tracking, the continuous tracking has been huge. The second thing I really like about our program, and your program specifically here, is the continuous check-ins. The program I signed up with is one-on-one check-ins continuously. And I need that. I need that because I deviate so much every week in terms of behaviors, habits, challenges. So working with you, I've realized that the continuous one-on-ones, it gives me an opportunity to ask a lot of questions, because I do have questions and a lot of them. It helps me check in for variety because I want to try new things. I don't want to do the same workout all the time. And it's been great seeing how adaptable you've been to that. And also it brings me to a place where I'm continuously accountable. Those are my three favorite things about this program.
What about the program changed your life the most?
I love that question. It literally sends shivers down my spine. I'm noticing changes in my posture, which is amazing. I'm noticing changes in my beliefs around fitness, which I thought were immovable at the time, such as me finishing workouts consistently week over week. That felt like impossible at the time. Around eating habits, I've completed 3 to 4 to 5 weeks of eating much, much better. I used to literally once or twice a week eat out, and I used to like grab a bunch of food like easily in one sitting, 1,500 to 2,000 calories of junk food just because of cravings. It was so bad. So every success I had, it would just diminish it. That was the past. I needed fat. I needed like junk food. And like my energy would just get impacted off of that. Nothing was consistent. Currently, I'm able to eat high protein diets. I'm able to balance my energy better. I'm able to feel full while also losing body fat percentage. That has never happened to me before. So it's really exciting actually seeing that. The biggest gain I want to say is two things. One, consistency on workouts. I'm noticing that a lot more recently, and it's a huge win for me. And a bigger win is mindset. I feel for the first time I have mastery over my workouts. I'm hitting a goal that's been important to me for all my life and making progress on it and success. Posture is improving. I'm increasing muscle mass and lowering body fat. I'm doing more workouts. I'm eating healthier. I feel so much more energy with even 4 to 5 hours of sleep at times. I'm not saying I'm doing that, but even in exceptional cases, I'm doing well, which I was not doing at all in previous cases. And the actions I've taken is following your program. I followed your program. I keep listening in and hearing your coaching and guidance, being open to it. And it's really helped me over the past 6 months we've worked together. And the results, it took me some time to realize it. It came after a month for me, 2 months, 3 months, because I realized everybody's journey is different. For me, the first 2 to 3 months, I had a really hard time doing all the workouts. I wasn't doing it. I had a hard time eating right. I wasn't doing it. I had a hard time tracking the calories. I was not doing it. So I wasn't doing half the stuff, and I was expecting results, which is not appropriate in any way. But then there was a point where you brought out and mentioned, you called it out, and you said, this is not the right way to go. You won't get the results you want. You're not showing up. You're making excuses. And I was making excuses. And that changed everything. So for me, it's been the confidence, and that confidence has poured into my relationship, to dating, to work. I'm just showing up different. People around me, my friends are noticing a different energy, and I'm loving it for it. And I want to expand this. I want to keep this consistency going as well too.
Was the investment worth it to you?
Let me think about that. Heck yes, it was really worth it. And it still is. Every day, the more I put in off of the program you provide, off of the guidance, how I show up, I've noticed, is the most important here in making this investment worth it. And you're here. You're an available resource. You've been here throughout the whole journey. You've answered all my questions. You continue to show up and answer and guide me here. And I'm really grateful for that. And I feel encouraged. The biggest thing is I feel encouraged to ask questions, to report, to let you know different concerns I have or issues. Oh, I'm having a concern about how to do this workout. Is this the right way? And you're virtually checking in with me, and that's huge. So yes, it's a huge investment for anybody who's looking to lift and elevate their fitness, their health, and hit their goals.
And who would you recommend this program to?
I would recommend this program to any one of my friends who are looking to improve and elevate their fitness, health, and get closer to their goals. I definitely would recommend it if they're focused, interested, and come with a patient mindset for results, because this journey is different for everyone. And that is what I learned for myself. I need to be patient. But in terms of diet, in terms of fitness and variety of exercises, available support, you're there for them as you have been for me. So I'm sharing that experience. And I think for anybody who's looking to elevate their fitness, they can learn a lot from you. From any gender, any group of folks, I think they have a lot to learn, seeing the different clients you've worked with as well too. On that note, I like to add actually one thing I've enjoyed is the different groups that you've created, the sense of community, and the one that you're also expanding, and seeing these folks also come in and hit their workouts, and me competing in a way with them or enjoying the successes they're having and seeing, oh wow, it's possible not only for me, but for other folks as well too. So that's been a cool twist as well too.